How's it going, guys? It's Ryan from FullDistortion.com. In this video we're going to take a look at Turn Up the Radio by Autograph. There's a couple of different ways you can play this, and I'll show you the different parts. And if you haven't already done it, go to the website FullDistortion.com, sign up for the Players Club. It's free, it's easy to do, so make sure to check that out. And please subscribe to our channel if you like these videos. So now we'll take a look at how to play Turn Up the Radio by Autograph. Okay, so the intro on this song, and it also continues through the verses, is this sort of little riff here. And so all that is you're using the, first of all, I should say we're in E flat tuning. Let me mention that. This is tuned down half a step. So you're on the 3rd fret on the low E, and you're just using that as a pedal point. You're just going to hit that, and you're going to palm mute it as a pedal point. So that's continuous. And then the little kind of note is just the 5th fret on the D string, and you're just going to kind of bend it up just a little bit. Like, not a lot, just a little tiny bit. It's barely even noticeable, but it does kind of add to the sound. And I looked at a few different tabs, and I couldn't really find a reliable transcription of what they're actually doing there. Some people said it's like that, but that doesn't sound right to me. So when I play it, I just hit that single note, the 5th fret on the D. Don't even bend it up that much. It's very slight. So. And so that goes through the intro, and then it also stays during the verses. And then so, when you're doing that in the intro, just when it's going to come into the sort of the pre-verse verse part, it goes into that riff like this. And so that, so you kind of like this. And what that riff there is it's the 5th fret on the A string, 5th fret on the D string, 3rd fret on the A string, 3rd fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the A string, open, D. So, and that kind of riff there kind of it kind of cycles through in all the verses. So during the verses you're going to keep playing that, and so basically during the verses you're going to keep doing that little. And so in the verses, if you want to just keep playing that the whole time, you can go ahead and do that. And when I listen to the studio version of this song, it almost sounds like that's all the guitar is doing. I'm not really sure. There is the kind of the synth part, and I'm not sure if there's a guitar doubling that synth part, but that is definitely going on through all the verses. So that's kind of the first way you can play this. There are 2 guitars in the song, so consider that one guitarist part, and if you want to just play that during the verses, go ahead, and it's completely fine. That's accurate. And then there is the kind of the synth riff, and I'm not sure if there's a guitar doubling that, but if you want to play along with that part, kind of the other way to play the verses in this, it's like this. Sorry. And so that will match up with the kind of the synth riff, and so that chord-wise, that's just a G, a C, an F, and a C again. But I'm playing them in a different position, so I'll show you both ways. So the way I was doing it at first there, basically what you've got is your D string 5th fret, your G string 4th fret, and then your 3rd fret on the B and high E. So, and you go to and that's just the 5th fret on your D, G, and B, and then, and so right there you've got your 3rd fret on the D, the 2nd fret on the G, and the 1st fret on the B and E, and then back to where you started. But like I said, those are just a, you know, it's a G, a C, and an F, and so if you want to play those just as open chords, as normal chords, you can. So you can go, and so that's just a G, normal G chord, normal C chord, normal F, whichever way you want to play it, back to a G. And again, if you're not familiar with the chord shapes, go to the website, fulldistortion.com, sign up for the Players Club, and when you do that, you'll get an ebook showing you all the different chord shapes for the beginner chords we use in these lessons. So G, C, F, G. You can either do it here. You can do it here. But whichever way you do it, each time around, you end it with that riff there. So you're going to go basically like this. And that's your basic verse there. So there's the 2 ways you can play it. And just before it goes into the chorus, instead of going, it's just kind of a natural harmonic thing like this. I think it's like that. I'm not exactly sure what harmonics is hitting, but anyways, all you're doing there is using the natural harmonics at the 5th and the 7th fret. And if you're not completely familiar with natural harmonics, basically all you're doing there is just kind of laying your finger gently right above the fret. Don't press the strings down. You're just touching them very lightly. And if you do that right above the fret, when you pluck the string, you get natural harmonics. And so pretty much, I think what he's doing, I'm not really sure, is just natural harmonics on the B, then the G, then the D, back to the G, and then high E, B on the 7th fret. So something like this. I think. I mean, I'm not really sure. You know, it doesn't really matter. Do whatever way you want. And then after that, you go into the chorus. And the chorus is like this. And so what you pretty much got there is a power chord down here in the 7th position with your root on the A, so 7th fret on the A string and the 9th on the D and G. You're going to go. So that's down to the 5th and 7th frets, still on the A, D, and G. Then, so that's your A power chord, so open A and then 2nd fret on the D and G. So. Then power chord on the 3rd fret of the A string, 5th of the D and G, over to the 3rd on the low E, and the 5th on the A and D. So. And then you're going to finish up with, and that's just your A string 7th fret, D and G 9th, and 10th on the B, and then to the A 7th and just D and G 9th, that same power chord. So adding that 10th fret there just sort of brightens it up the first time. So all together.